What is going on, folks? AllDaysPass here, down in the Bronze League in Season 8 once again with another match for you. And as you can see from the clock timer over here, this one's pretty quick, which is good. Going up against a Zerg player and Tyler Durden down here in the bottom left corner. And I am going to go once again with my 4-gate because that was what I was practicing at this time. And believe it or not, I'm still practicing it. Matches, dozens and dozens of matches later. So, you know, it's a little bit slow here. I'm going to speed up ×2. Won't be a very long video, folks, but, you know, hopefully you see some improvement in me if you're watching for that. And if you're watching, you know, for any other reason, I appreciate you coming and laying your eyes on these videos. So, I send out my probe after dropping my gateway. And he goes down, and I know you want to scout early, but you also need to scout often, which is one of the things that I tend to fail at. I get the early scout out. I'm pretty decent at that at this point. And I find him right away down here in the bottom left-hand corner, and you can see the path. I got this probe going on because, you know, I'm back here at the base working, doing whatever I'm doing back there. So I just auto-pat this guy all through the base to see what I can see, checking on him every now and again. You know, I see the spawning pool. I see the one gas going down, and unfortunately his path runs out right here, and he stops and he dies. But he gave me, you know, the basic, you know, opening for Zerg players here. Nothing out of the ordinary really in that. So, you know, another scout soon would be a good idea for me. But if we go back up here to my base, I only have one zealot out, blocking the ramp from hopefully any Zergling harass. Getting my warp gate research chronoed out. Again, dropping my 3 additional gates, I should say. Late. You know, warp gate research is already about halfway done. So at that point, I really should have not even bothered putting chrono on it. I should have just spent that on the Nexus getting workers out. And I'm not supply blocked. Haven't been supply blocked yet, so that's pretty good. Almost saturated at the base. Spending my chrono over there, getting that out. Warp gate finishes. Convert all my bases here. Get a forge out. And warp in a few units. Send out the probe to get a forward pylon at 640. And he goes right by these guys. I guess the guy wasn't looking at the mini-map or whatever, but, you know, he probably, oh, you know what, he might have seen that. He moved all these guys forward. Maybe trying to prevent a scout, not realizing exactly what I was doing. So I drop the forward pylon. My units show up. Stop a little bit short of it. Not exactly sure why. The Zerglings finally notice the probe going back and try to get them, but they must be on hold position because they return to the Xel'Naga. I warp in a few units here, and we'll slow it down. And my guys move up and meet his small army, which was only 10 Zerglings and a few roaches. And I don't have any upgrades on these guys, I don't believe. No, I don't have anything on them yet. But, you know, that amount of units versus his amount of units, I wipe out his roach army pretty quick. And all he's got left is those 2 Zerglings over here at the Xel'Naga Watchtower. So I just start moving in, start popping overlords to supply block him. And he realizes pretty quick that that's going to be the game. And that zealot, I guess, forgot, you know, it was time for battle and decided to just chill over there by the pylon. But, you know, not too much in that game. He went up to layer tech pretty quick, had his roach warren, had one Evo chamber there. I'm not sure what it was I killed over there. Let's back it up for a second, take a look. It was going to be a Spire. So this timing for me was really good because I hate Mutalisks. I have problems keeping Zerg from getting that big mutaball that just flies between all my bases and kills everything off until I finally have to leave the game. So a good timing push for me. I don't know if that's when a Spire normally comes up for Zerg. Like, it wasn't a timing push based on anything I knew. It was just pure luck. I'm not going to try and claim that I knew what I was doing there. Just seemed like the right time to try and move out on a 4-gate. That was, you know, definitely late, but, you know, came out and, You know, that's how it's supposed to work. You know, a little late, but that's how it's supposed to work. You get a fair amount of units, not a ton, you know, small army, but hopefully your army's bigger than his army and he can't reinforce as quickly as I can with this pylon being right there. So, you know, that's how it's supposed to go. So, another win for me. There's a couple losses sprinkled in there. Like I said, you know, I know I'm showing just wins right now, but it's nice to finally be winning after all those early Season 7 losses I showed you guys. So, I'm going to sift through them some more, and I'm going to find, I got a couple matches in mind that are later in the season, and I didn't want to just jump right to those and skip over the other ones. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I kind of want to show you my progression here. So I'll try to find an interesting loss if I can, you know, somewhere in all the replays that I have. So, but you know, if all I see are, you know, decent wins, you know, I'm going to be posting those first. You know, whatever I come across first will be, you know, what I end up showing you guys first. So, again, as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed the commentary on this video. And, you know, like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. I appreciate it very much that you're here watching these and watching me grow in the bronze leagues. And, as always, guys, until next time, I will catch you guys later.